Nice. Okay. Is this working? Can you guys see me? Is this live? I think so. I think so. Got a couple people here. Can you guys hear me? Someone leave a comment. Hello. So good to see you all. What we got here? Who we got here? anyone here in the chat? Yeah? Just chilling out? Well, in any case, I'd just like to say, welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, if you don't know me already, because I feel like I've just been blasting this out everywhere, and you might just be seeing me for the first time. My name is Ryan, and I go by Reset, and this is the listening party of my brand new album. Oh, hi, people in the chat. Hi, Chantel. Hey, Ella. Terry, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'm like super stoked. Oh, it's pretty quiet. Okay, let me raise the volume. How's the volume now? Can you guys tell me how are we doing for levels? Is that good? Can you hear me? Waiting for chat. Test, 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 test. Is my mic better? Is volume better now? Volume is better? Yes, thanks, Ella. Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, there's like a delay from the stream from what I say until it actually happens, so I'm sorry if there's a little delay. Yeah, Digital Voyage, man, it is such a ride, and I am like so thankful and glad I'm able to get this out, and I'm just like want to just thank you from the bottom of my heart just at the start of the stream. Just like thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of this journey. And yeah, I'd like to just first start off, let's just go through the whole thing. Tonight rather, we're going to listen to all of the songs first. We'll go through each one, and we'll talk about the production behind it, and maybe some of the songwriting, and feel free to ask questions along the way, but if there's a lot of questions, we can have a Q&A towards the end. Giving away some free gear as well. Stay tuned. I'm going to give some stuff away, like this keyboard, my custom keyboard, some other things like merchandise, got some snapback, and more other stuff as well. So yeah, some giveaways, some talk about the songs. If there's time, I'll play some songs myself acoustically or on electric, but yeah, acoustic as far as it goes compared to the production. And yeah, let's go through the whole thing, Digital Voyage, and I'll start with the trailer. This is where it all began. Let's see if I switch over. yeah, November 15th. That's like 2 hours from now. Oh my gosh. I get like goosebumps watching that again. I know like I spent so much time working on that video. And my sister did as well. She did an amazing job and a lot of time on that video, especially. But damn, I'm just like, oh, it's happening. Oh my god, yes. And yeah, this project, let me just tell you all about it to begin with. This is something I've been working on for over the past, I guess, collectively 4 years of my life. If you were at Laurier, like I know some of you are, I would say the album in its first conception kind of started with some of my capstone projects or my thesis projects at Laurier. And it was one of my songs, Elevate, which we'll get to hear later, that's already been out. But it was a really big shift for me, just, I guess just in sound-wise, because if you've heard any of my previous stuff, it was like a lot of really cute synth poppy beats, some lo-fi beats, and you can sort of see some of the trickle in of EDM kind of vibe or some kind of type production, but yeah, I'm just like, I would say Elevate and songs after post Elevate really kind of cemented the new sound I was trying to go for and just kind of like a stronger focus or element on like just electronic music as a whole. And yeah, that first song Elevate came out like way back well, I finished it 2020 for the project, but I didn't even release it until like earlier this year, which 2024. So yeah, 4 years ago then. Yeah, I'm just like really excited and glad to be out. And just over the past 4 years, I keep talking about 4 years. It's just like I feel like a lot has happened these past 4 years for me personally. I mean, I finished school. I finished undergrad, and then I got my master's. I went to Berkeley, of all places. I went to Spain. That was super cool. Like, I mean, I lived away from home for my undergrad, but like just straight up living in another country, like across the world, was an entirely different experience. And yeah, a lot of fun stories there too. I met some really amazing and really talented people over in Spain, and it was really unique being able to just be surrounded with other really technical producers as well, and just like being in that community and hearing everyone else's music, and then in turn getting praise from them for my music. This was really meaningful, and I learned so much there. What else? And then from Spain, I like came back. I taught as a professor, and that was really cool. I got to meet so many aspiring music producers and engineers and recording artists, and man, like just young people just have energy to learn. And it was just really weird also because they were like more or less, some of them were like my age, and then some of them were like me twice my age, but they would still call me sir, and I'm like, no, please just call me Ryan. And yeah, I got to teach them, and I got to play and show them what I know, and then yeah, I left the school. All good though, and like had a great relationship with the students and the staff there as well. Now I'm working for Andrew Huang, and if you don't know him, he's my boss, and he makes really great music production and education sort of videos. And I feel like it's really come full circle because I was at Laurier in my undergrad learning music production on the side because they don't really teach music production in school. I don't know how it is now, but in school they don't teach music production. And that's something I kind of learned on the side myself, and I grew up watching those Andrew Huang videos and just kind of really experimenting and learning different tips and techniques from him. I did his monthly online course as well. And then now it's come full circle after I've done all my schooling, after I've kind of settled with and established myself a bit. Now I get to be with him again, just like physically. Hi, New. Good to see you. Yeah, and that brings me to today, Digital Voyage. So these songs I've worked on is from the collection of the past 4 years, and some of the inspirations just kind of touched from being away from family, being away from those people that you love. And that's kind of where the inspiration sort of started. I knew I always wanted to make an album about just like finding someone somewhere, but I wasn't quite sure how to achieve that. And there was going to be like this whole bigger project tied to this album. Like I was planning on making a video game, and you'd be able to explore the different environments and areas, but like that quickly grew too big of a scale. And I would just like, if I decided to make that game alongside with the album, this album would never be released. And that game is still happening, and it still has that idea of searching for someone, but it's not going to come out anytime soon. I am working on it though, and I have a few collaborators on that as well. What am I want to say? So yeah, this idea of wanting to search for someone, and I came up with this idea of these people getting lost inside a digital world, and that's the idea of like a virtual reality, not just like VR, but just the idea of like some other place, some other world. This has always fascinated me. I'm like, I feel like I'm definitely a what is it? I kind of use like escapist fantasy a lot in my own headspace and a lot of my music. And just being able to visit that other side or kind of explore what it's like to be on that other side is really fascinates me. And so I've had this location. I have this overall idea of wanting, this theme of wanting to find someone. It just felt natural for me to make this trailer to sort of explain what was going to happen in this other place, in this other world. And I keep pointing over to here. There's nothing, there's nothing over here. But yeah, there's just, yeah, that's where the idea of the trailer came out. And I wanted to sort of convey who these sorts of people were that were being separated and why do we care about them. And so, yeah, my sister and I, we shot and filmed the whole trailer back in the summer, and it was really nice. And yeah, it was intensely VFX heavy, and I can really thank my sister Emily, who's gonna show up later, but if she's feeling up to it. But she did so much work on the trailer, and I thought it would be something really simple to do, because I was experimenting with some like AI rotoscoping to cut myself out, and it worked okay, but it just didn't give the clean quality I had hoped for. Yes, Emily, she's in the chat. Yes, the trailer is super cool. All thanks to her. She like painstakingly rotoscoped. If you don't know what that means, she cut herself and myself out of every single frame of that video. And if you think about the footage itself, it's like 24 frames per second. And so the video is like 5 minutes, and she's like cutting every single frame, tracing the two of us out. And this is absolutely insane. She's done an amazing job and made my life a lot easier to put my glitch processing on. That's something I've also been getting into the past year as well. So big thank you to Emily. She's in the chat. Thank you so much, girl. Love you. Yeah, that's where we are. So we played the trailer. So that first song you actually heard in the trailer is my song Anew. And if you want to picture through the trailer how the album sort of how it works, it follows the point of entry when the characters Red and Blue enter this other world. So the song Anew is them arriving in this new world. The first song of the album is Elevate, which we did hear part of as Red was kind of going through the portal. And yeah, so the first song on the album is Elevate, where they're kind of traversing through the portal, and Anew is when they arrive in the new world. So let's take a listen to Elevate. And there's these extra cool visualizers on top of the trailer that we also did, just like a small loop. Let me pull that up. World space. Exports. Let's enter into Elevate. All right, here we go.
Initializing protocol. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Elevate.
There we go. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's Elevate. If you've heard any of my music over the past few years, you've probably just heard this song over and over again. I'm just like, I keep playing it live because it's like the one set I've made. This is the first live set I've made with my all my gear on the side here. And I'm just like, honestly, I'm just like really glad it's out there. After making it 4 years ago and hearing it like over and over and over again, I'm a little sick of that song. But I'm glad it's out, and I still really enjoyed making that track. Just a tip for anyone making music: don't wait on your music too long, because then you'll lose the excitement. And there is that mentality of like, perfectionism and like never want to release it. But just yeah, trust me, it's just way better if you release it. It just feels like a whole load off your shoulder. Something I wanted to point out with that world space thing, that visual that we saw, it came from the trailer. Yes, I reused some footage, but it's different from the trailer because I added some extra processing on it, and you'll see that with the other visualizers as well. There is like one thing I like to do is to one, I do glitch effects, but two, I have like this whole analog glitch gear rig set up with like some old CRT TVs. I just want to point that out and just talk about it for a sec. You should see. Oh, it's a little dark. What? Please just rotate the light. Yeah. Okay. So in the corner over there are like just two box TVs, and there's an old digital camera as well too. And basically, I just have my computer running the visuals to those old TVs, and I'm capturing the visuals with this old camcorder, and like it's really crazy that like the quality of that is just like really bad, but that's what you would expect out of like the early 2000s and where that tech came from, like those old box TVs and the cameras. It's really bad. It's like 480p, like, or even smaller even. I can't remember the exact number. But it's just like, it's so grainy, and it looks really ugly, but I love it because it's so ugly. Like, when you listen to lo-fi music, and it sounds really like, I guess, vintage or classic, or just kind of like not the greatest quality, it is a nice aesthetic through music, and I just kind of get the same gratification when I see really grainy visuals as well too. And so I like took my really pristine digital footage, ran it through the old stuff, recorded it on old stuff, brought it back, and I kind of layered the clean digital stuff with the dirty analog stuff. And so you get this kind of really unique texture, and it really makes all the colors pop. I feel like if you layer the two on top of each other. Yeah, it's just some like nice film grain, CRT grain. Yeah, I just want to just point that out. It's something kind of really unique to, I guess, my whole aesthetic and my whole processing chain, or at least how, or just really how I make the visuals that I do. We've got a question in the chat. If you have questions, yeah, just feel free to drop them on by. Any tips for anyone trying to get into the music industry? My biggest tip for someone trying to get into the music industry, I know it sounds kind of really simple, but just like make music and put it out there, right? It's one thing to just like, I think what sets a lot of people apart from like wanting to get or make music their career and someone just trying to get into it is there's a lot of hobbyists, right? And nothing wrong with making music your hobby, but really start to think of music or the things you put out more like a business, and that can take the fun out of music for some people, and for some, I see it more like the opportunity to get your music and your ideas and your music and your ideas out there into the world. And like by treating it like a business, you can think of it like there are like hard deadlines you have to push yourself to, and if you don't make those deadlines, then like you ultimately just keep pushing back and back, and things will ultimately never get out. But in a business or in homework, if you like to think about it like school, you do have to make these deadlines, you do have to submit these projects. And so by doing more consistently, putting yourself out there, you build yourself a bigger portfolio. And with the bigger portfolio comes developing your sound more, feeling more secure, and what kind of music and styles that you like to make. It also comes with just like I guess the diligence and like the work ethic that comes with trying to make music more your thing and just getting it out there. Yeah, it's hard, and honestly, it's not for everyone. And I would say just try it out. The biggest thing, another tip I would just like to say for beginners is just like, and I'm still doing this myself, just like experiment like a whole heck ton. Because like the more you experiment, the more you learn what you like and don't like. Like I've learned over the past year, like, yeah, I like teaching. I like working with people. Might not be. I learned I'm not super cut out for. I like teaching. It was really fun. I wasn't the greatest fan of just kind of, how to say, managing group projects, if that makes sense. If it was just really awkward. There was some awkward experiences at school, just like students fighting each other and having to be that mediator. I learned I like teaching. I knew I liked teaching. I know I like teaching. I tried teaching in a bigger group setting. That was really fun. It had some pros and cons. But I ultimately learned I do really love teaching one-on-one because I do like having that more close personal connection. And teaching in person, that's way better. Though I do have virtual lessons if you're interested. Those are some tips. If you have any more questions, just, yeah, drop them in the chat. Yeah, let's keep going on. So let's frame it. So we've heard elevates. We've gone into the world. We've heard a new already, but I'll play it again because there's a different visualizer for it now with extra color processing. And so we're traversing through the portal, and now we're going to hear a newer version of a new. The one we heard in the trailer is a little outdated. I did some extra things to the mix and just, yeah, mastered it way better. I was just like working on a draft that made it for the trailer, and it was just good enough. So yeah, let's hear a better version of Bidoo, just to kind of follow the thematic story here. So that's anew. I totally realized I forgot I wanted to go into the production of each song. So, but I think to keep the thematic story kind of going, I think it's best that we'll listen to all of the songs first, get the main thing out of the way. Then we're going to do a dive into production, and so if you're those production heads, you can stay and hear and ask questions about how I made each of the songs. And then if there's time, I'll do some live performances. I've learned some of the songs myself. Well, it's my own songs, of course I would know how to play it. Yeah, some live performances if there's time. And this would be a good time to talk about the giveaway as well. Well, at the very end, we'll do a countdown to midnight when the album officially comes out, and we'll announce some giveaway winners before then. So, yeah, let's talk about some things to give away. And there's this my custom Launchkey Mini. I commissioned Stickies. If you don't know, is another account that prints out like custom artwork onto vinyl stickers. And yeah, I've got it on my keys here. And this is actually the album art, Digital Voyage, Vol.1. And then, yeah, I just love the look. Just really nice having my art and my sister's art. We worked on this together to print it on these keys. And then, yeah, so this one I'm giving away. This has the cover for Elevate, my song Elevate. And yeah, I bought this keyboard in Spain because I was away. I couldn't lug this giant keyboard with me. So I bought this in Spain. And I wrote a lot of the songs from this album using this keyboard. And this keyboard has also served me in playing some live sets and playing my first music festival. And yeah, I'm just like, this keyboard's been through with me a lot. And I honestly haven't touched it back since I've came back to Canada, maybe like a couple times, but mostly on this keyboard now. So yeah, I just like to give this away in celebration of the album. Custom artwork, fully mappable, signed on the back, yeah. Ooh, custom, okay. And my signature, okay. Is that autographed? Yeah, autographed. So yeah, this is kind of the big thing I'm giving away. I'm also giving away a snapback. So if you want a hat, you can get a hat. It's got some reset logo on it. Yes. Yeah, this is kind of basically it. Just a snapback. If you want this, if you really want, I can sign it too. Just let me know. Cool. I've got a few shirts. Cool artwork. Thanks. Yeah, I made the logo myself, but yeah, the artwork was a collaboration between my sister and I. This is really crinkly, but I'll try my best to open this quietly. It's all cleanly packaged, so if that's any indication. Both of these shirts you can currently buy on my store as merch. Just go check out my website. There's a store link there somewhere. resetrT.com. Yeah, this is my shirt from Take Times. My first album, and I still have stock of it, so if you, I'm giving this away. And yeah, this is just something you can also get from this giveaway. If you win, I'll ask you for your size after. That's all good. But yeah, giving it away, a Take Time shirt. I'll just hold it up so you can see. Yeah, okay. So let's take times, giving that away later. And then also, oh, our sketch was asking what inspired it. I'm not sure what that was for. What inspired, what, like, what do you want to know the inspiration of? How do I open this bag? It is very well packaged. Oh, here it is. All right, I'm giving this shirt away as well. This is the very first shirt I made. It was actually, it's so funny. This shirt has a funny story. It was like, I don't know if any people from Laurier remember, but there was like I think a fundraiser or t-shirt design competition going on. I forget for which music club it was, but there was a t-shirt design thing that you could submit to, and I really wanted. I think it was for music therapy. Yeah, it was a music therapy shirt design thing, and I like, out of procrastination from not wanting to do my schoolwork, I made a t-shirt design just 'cause, like, why the heck not? And I made this shirt. It's just like the idea of just like, because it's music therapy, this blood bank of music, it's just kind of connected to your heart, so like you're fueled on music. And my shirt design didn't win the competition. And out of pettiness, I'm gonna print it myself. And so I printed it. It was, like, I think the campaign was like Music Matters. And I then supported uh, my classmate at the time, Tamara, and she had this whole fundraiser going on for this project thesis. She was running the Yuva Arts project, and it was about like bringing these people, these kids, over to Canada and from the Red Light District of India, and just getting them to experience like just kind of community music and culture as well. And so, yeah, I printed these shirts, and then the proceeds from these prints went to help fundraise and donate to that project. And so, yeah, I just have a lot of stock of these shirts as well. I'm giving this away, but if you're interested, you can still buy this shirt on my website, and I am donating half of these proceeds to a music therapy fund. So if you do that, you're gonna go help a good cause. Cool. I'm also giving away Transit 2 codes. If you don't know Transit 2, let me pull that up. Transit 2 is a plugin by Baby Audio and Andrew Huang. And oh my gosh, it has, I know I work for Andrew and he's my boss, but like honestly, goodness to God, it's like a really, really great plugin. I like was rocking Transit 1 before I worked for Andrew, and like having to work on Transit 2 and being able to even make presets for Transit 2 was really cool. Like it's just like the first time I'm getting my name tied to like an official plugin release. My name is in the credits for that plugin, and you can find my presets in there. Hope that inspires you. But let me switch over here. Yeah, this is Transit 2 by Baby Audio and Andrew Huang. And yeah, basically, this is for my music production nerds out there. But what it does, it's a multi-effects plugin made to making transitions easier. So like, it has a whole, like, I think 22 plus, I forget the exact number. It's won awards, it has a bunch of like 20 plus plugins, effects inside, and basically it helps you make transitions a lot easier. But because it's really robust with all those different type of effects, it has it's really great for kind of making a lot of motion, so you don't get a really static mix. You get a lot of sonic textures and movement in your sound as well. So if you're just trying to breathe life into like a chord instrument or a guitar part or a drum line, you can do that. And what's new in Transit 2 is got like an envelope follower, a built-in LFO, and so like these effects that you are putting on get even more dynamic and get more expressive. And so I think it's really cool. I know I work for Andrew. I helped edit this video as well. But yeah, I would highly recommend checking it out if you don't have it already. I have a couple codes I can give away, courtesy of Andrew. The plug was not necessary. He just asked me if I wanted some codes, and I chose to give the codes away. What else? So I'm giving away some Transit 2 codes. My music production nerds can enter in that. And lastly, I just have a signed copy of my CD, Take Times, and I'm also giving a button away too. These come together. So this is the only CD I've ever made. I don't know if I want to print more, but yeah, CD, signed CD, has all the songs from the first album, Take Times. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, I'm gonna paste or copy and paste a giveaway form link. I'll put it in the chat. I think this link works. I'm just double checking. Yes, it does. Okay. So I'm pasting this in the chat. If you're interested in any of the stuff, go fill out that form. But you do have to be present at the end of the stream to claim the prize. So yeah, I'm gonna like randomly pick a winner for each of the prizes at the end of the stream. And so if you are interested in that, fill out the form and be here for the rest of the stream. Yeah. So that's the giveaway. Enter the form if you want. Get some free stuff. I am literally passing it to you. Okay. let's see. Back to the story. So we went through the portal that was Elevate. Now we're in the new world that we are found and filled with so much wonder and explore. That's anew. And now the next song on the album is Past the Sun. And so this song's about now that you're in this new kind of world and space, red is now separated from blue, and they're kind of wanting to know how they're doing, where they are, and just really just the idea of just saying that they are separated, but wondering how they're doing, and like, wow, this is such a brand new place. I wish you could come along with me. Can you see all these colors? Yeah. So let's take a listen to Past the Sun. Bring that up here. Past the Sun.
First light is just my afternoon. Our moonlit skies are flipped and not in tune. Maybe then one day we will see eye to eye, face to face, hand in hand on blue tides. The ocean fills our empty void inside. Other world outside, I hear the winds, the birds just calling us to arrive. Maybe we can go see the world, but we don't know. Will you go try this with me? Sunny day. Cast ashore our old life yesterday. Sailing off, we jump into the hyperspace and soar. We didn't know we wanted more, but hey, can you see this other world outside? Do you feel the breeze, the birds singing so sweetly in the sky? Where else shall we go? See the world that we don't know. Will you go try this with me?
Cool. Yeah, so that's Past the Sun. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Red doesn't know that blue is also in this world as well. And so that's why the visualizer has blue in the world now, because we saw that blue actually entered the world at the end of the trailer, if you remember that. So, yeah, does Red know? Blue is here now, and they are in the same place, but they, oh, I think I just quit my stream. I'm still streaming there, though. Let me just get those tabs back. So yeah, Blue is in the space now. Red does not know that, and we will see the flip and the reverse of that in the next song as well. So, What am I trying to say? So yeah, actually, Past the Sun. I wrote that as one of my, I guess, project submissions while I was at Berkeley, and for a long time, I thought I would never write anything good ever again. I thought like, yep, that's it. This is my masterpiece. I'm never writing anything good in my life, and I just felt like the song was just such a perfect blend of just like the synth poppy, what is really pop songwriting that I like to explore, and really cool music production, EDM kind of style behind it, but not a fully danceable track. So yeah, I just like, it was my Arc de Triomphe. It was just like really good, and I just like, it took me a long time to get over that. I was just like really creatively stuck for a while after that song, and because I just like was so in love with that song, it put me in writer's block. And it wasn't great because I also had other projects I had to submit to for school while I was at Berkeley. And we'll hear some of those songs later that came out of that struggle working through that writer's block. So yeah, that's Past the Sun. So back to the story. Red is now in this new world. They are they're exploring this new world, and they are speaking to Blue even though they're not there. And they're saying like, I'm in this brand new place. Do you see everything? We're separated now, and do you see how cool and amazing this is? Like, I want you to join me. The next song is called Above, and it's coming from Blue's perspective. And Blue is the older figure, partner between the two. And the song is talking about just kind of like wondering where they are, how their partner, how Red is doing, and just like really hoping that they're in a good place, wondering when they will see them again, and just kind of just like, the song is about worry, just about for the other person from that separation. So yeah, let's go into Above. So we saw Blue for Red song, and now we'll see Red for Blue song.
Footsteps, is this a gold. Don't bathe it till sunrise and fresh sheets of snow. Where will you go now? What do you know? Lost finding a heaven in our own shadows.
Yeah, that's Above. And yeah, that's the first new track you guys haven't heard already that hasn't already been out. And yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think of it. Yeah, that's the newest song that you guys haven't heard yet. So yeah, this song was also another school project that I did. And I also wrote this in Berkeley. It happened earlier in my year there. It was like, because it's a one-year program, I wrote it, I think, at the end of my first first semester, yeah. Yeah, it was a really interesting song for me to write personally. It was, because up until then, the songs I've usually written about are more personal, I guess, or like it's coming from somewhere that is, I guess, from my own experience, but also just like a lot of those songs I've written before that song, Above, are just like super cheesy, or they're like kind of more synth poppy, and this is like the first, I guess, lyrical song that I wrote that kind of, I had some sort of story or image in my head, and as I was writing the song, I was imagining like some sort of traveler exploring like a snowy peak mountain, and we'll see this mountain later, and I've decided to use it in another song, but I had this image in my head of some person traveling through the mountain and trudging through the snow. And I was wondering, like, I hope that person is okay. And yeah, it was just kind of a unique writing process because, like I said, I'm writing about some story that I have crafted in my head at the time. I didn't know it was going to be about searching for someone, but the idea of just like the imagery, it was like, I was just inspired by like a really tall mountain, like a snowy mountain, and just like seeing someone so minuscule and small traverse the mountain. You see the snow, their footprints across the mountain in the snow, and they're just like all alone by themselves. Maybe I've been playing too much Breath of the Wild, and that's just in my head. But yeah, that's just the imagery I had of that song as I was writing it, and it sort of, I guess, because of that song, helped shape this idea of being in different environments, and kind of that's kind of where its contribution to the story of Digital Voyage came to as a whole. So, yeah, that's kind of where that song was coming from. And I was also, I guess, another thing, worrying about how my family's doing back home, and wondering like how they are doing as well. Actually, it's really cute. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I just thought of it now. while I was in Spain, it's kind of like the farthest I've been away from home. And so my sister and my family put together this really cute care package, this like little photo card that just says like missing you. And yeah, it was just really nice of them to send that to me. And it was just nice that they were thinking about me. Yeah, I really missed them while I was living away. I was really homesick in Spain. Not like anything I felt before, and just I felt it's kind of alone. And I had a really great community and group of friends that I've met there, but like just like living in a whole different country is just such a different experience. It's like nothing compared to when I lived like maybe 2-3 hours out when I went to my undergrad. So that's kind of where that song was coming from. And yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about when I was with that song. So next song off the album is Human, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, I know the order. Okay, Human. This was an interesting project. I'm not sure if I submitted this for school. I think this was part of my final thesis, but this one, if you don't already know this about me, I really enjoy beatboxing, and I love beatboxing. I'm not super great at it, mind you. Maybe I'm just like, I'm decent. I'm not super great, but decent. And I just love making weird sounds out of my mouth. I love the idea of like humans pushing the boundary of what they can produce sonically out of themselves. And I can really thank my friend Jeremy Karandang, and he's an incredible beatboxer. And because of through him, I felt more connected to the beatbox community and the scene, just being able to talk about beatboxing with someone else. And that's kind of where I grew my love of beatboxing as well, because I guess in my high school, I was the only beatboxer that I knew. And it wasn't until when I went to university that I met Jeremy and had my mind absolutely blown because he's so freaking talented at what he does. And we also wrote a song together, Seagulls Fly Away. If you haven't heard it, it's super chill lo-fi vibes. But yeah, he's incredibly talented musician. And that's kind of where I grew my love of beatboxing from. And together we bonded through other, we went to some beatbox events and competitions to watch, and Jeremy even competed as well. And we met through him, I learned more about these professional beatboxers in the scene, one of which, Jin Shinozaki, is so cool, really talented vocal artist. He's pro beatboxer as well, and he his music is really interesting because it ties beatboxing productions, like the sound he makes out of his mouth and his voice, and with just kind of modern music production techniques. And so through Jeremy, I learned about Gene, and through Gene, I was inspired to make my own take on that track of just idea of using yourself as the sound source in the context of a modern production beat. And so that's where the song Human comes in. So what you're about to hear is all of these sounds came out of my mouth or my voice, right? And so, and then I like very heavily sound designed each one. So from all the little arps to the bass, like the bass, and whistling and singing, all the little glitch edits you're about to hear, every single sound came out of my mouth and was sound designed in some sort of way. And I just want to preface that as you listen to this and just think about, I guess, how the track was made as I was kind of producing it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into Human. Let me pull it up here. that's human. Yeah, I'm just like, was there a delay on my vocal? Check. No, that's fine. Okay. A little reverb. What am I trying to do? Yeah, that's. I was like watching the video, and I was just reminded. I just want to talk some behind the scenes on that as well. It was so. It has me running as Blue, and just filming it was really funny because, man, I'm gonna describe to you the setup to get that shot. So like, if I just ran normally and we just filmed with a phone or a camera or something, the camera needs to move as fast as I'm running to get that shot, right? And so what we did, we as in me, my sister, and my mom, thank you. So my mom, it was honestly super janky. She was driving down the street, and my sister had a gimbal in the car, just like she was holding on to. And yeah, I'm just like straight up running down the street beside the car to get that shot. And I'm not a confident runner, but I just knew I had to kind of exaggerate my moment for it to look good for the shot. And yeah, I'm just thinking, every time I see that, I'm just thinking about like the amount of times I have to run up and down the street on my neighborhood block just to get the shot. And yeah, just like it's janky, but it looks good. Yeah, what else? What I want to say. Yeah, that's human. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you want to drop anything in the chat, if you have any questions about that, I'm gonna break it down later as well. We'll get into the production behind it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, I also wanted to mention a story for this song as well. When I was in Spain, I lived with two other music producer roommates, Manu Dia and Nifty Music, Nick and Manu. Incredibly talented musicians, love them to God. They are so talented, and they're really great at different things. And one of the things, because we're all just music producer bros, we're just like, Manu would sometimes set up his monitors and interface in the living room, and we were able to, it was like a big, giant marble table. And yeah, we just had these monitors on either side of it, and that track came out of me just messing around in the living room with my voice and just kind of sampling my voice live. Excuse me. And yeah, I just like another memory I have, just like making the song in the living room in Spain and hearing, just like seeing Nick and Manu just pass by, just kind of like grooving to the track. So yeah, they're a real one. Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's human. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about, I guess how it ties to the story of the album. So, human, or the idea of human, in such a digital world that Red and Blue have found themselves in, human talks about, I had this idea about, as they are in this other world or this other space, they start to lose, I guess, their sense of self, or what does it mean, or rather pose the question, what does it mean to be human in a digital world? Are you in like just the idea of like a artificial intelligence, or like just an idea of like a virtual body, and how does that even work? And so human is about, I guess it's kind of a juxtaposition. The song itself was made entirely human via me, but also they're losing their sense of like physical self in this other world. And so that's kind of where the idea is coming from, and we'll see more of that theme later on through the track. Through the album, I mean. So let's talk to the next song. Next song on the album is, I should know the order. Four, five. I'm totally blanking. Next song, We Are What We Do. So this is the last single that I dropped before this album. And yeah, this, I wrote this, if you saw my live set for the competition that I was in, the International Live Beat competition, I ended up as the winner, and Human was actually my award-winning set that I had played. And as part of that finals competition, we had to write a new song. So you had to play one curated set that you pick, and then one new set based on a theme that the judges gave prior. So I wrote this song with the hopes of wanting to perform it live, but as a competition set, I felt like it didn't have enough grit or edge, and it just didn't really fit the theme that the judges had. I don't really remember what the theme was. I think it was just something more punk, I guess. And so I wrote this song meaning to play it for that competition, and I ended up scrapping it and just leaving it on the back burner. And I almost entirely forgot about this song. I happened to find it, the draft, just like going through my hard drive on a whim one time, and I was like, oh yeah, I had written this. I totally forgot. And yeah, I just want to, we've heard this already, but this is the visualizer for this. And if you remember that mountain I was talking about earlier for above, I've used it here actually. And the one on the floor that you're about to see is one that Emily, my sister, drew, and that I glitched past on top of that. So a little fun bit there. Let's go into We Are What We Do. Skipped ahead. Okay, there we go.
We are not our best intentions, and we might need an intervention. Empty message, not received. Left a memo. Did you see? Love is patient, love is kind. I keep you waiting for some time. I'm sorry that I can't read your mind. I'm trying here now. Do you mind? I feel the same way as back then. I fell in love with your charming grin. When will I see you come by again? Grand journeys all start small. Come with me, you will not fall to endless futures and days of yore. Come with me and we patient, love is kind. I keep you waiting for some time. I'm sorry that I can't read your mind. I'm trying here now. Do you mind?
Yeah, so that's We Are What We Do. And I guess how this fits into the story is Blue is sort of, yeah, we see Blue here traveling through the space on that mountain where Red could have been. And okay, so yeah, so Blue is on this place. They're on that mountain now, and they are, I guess, reflecting on what they've done. They did hit Red, and that's kind of the reason why they're in this predicament to begin with. And so the song is like, they're not their best intentions. Kind of the idea of like actions speak louder than words. And so, yes, they mean well, but they still ultimately severed that relationship and that friendship that they had between them. And so Blue is making up for it, looking for Red, but still ultimately actions speak louder than words. I wrote this at a time in my life. I guess this is like a realization or a lesson that I learned. It's just like, although you can mean well to the people that you have around you, just it's rather what you do or what you not do that ultimately stands the test of time or what people remember. So like, if you never reach out to someone and maybe they're going through it, maybe they assume that you're too busy for them. And a lot of people, I think, just need that extra reminder. Give them some love, spread some love. And that's kind of where the song was coming from. Just kind of like a low point in my life and just wanting to spread some positivity. So yeah, that's We Are What We Do. We've heard that one, that's been out already. Just want to plug the giveaway link again. So if you weren't here earlier, let me get a short version of this link. Copy. Yeah, and you're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream, giving away some stuff, like my signed, let me show that better, signed custom Launchkey mini. This has the artwork for my song Elevate on it. And yeah, this keyboard has been with me through a lot, traveled the world with me. Giving away a few shirts. This is my Music Matters shirts. These shirts also go to charity, but giving one away to you guys. And also giving away, these shirts are a mess. Okay. They're clean. They're just in a pile on my desk. Giving my Take Time shirt. This is merch from my first album, Take Times. And also from Take Times, I've got a signed CD. I'm not going to open it. Signed CD, and it's giving a button as well. There's some other extra goodies with Take Times as well, just as an extra. And Reset Snapback. It's just the logo. That's it. Just the hat. And also, I got some Transit 2 codes from Baby Audio and Andrew Huang. So if you're into music production at all, I highly recommend that plugin. I am literally giving it away for free. Yeah, let's go into the next song. Next song. We Are What We Do, I believe, goes into Breeze. Okay, this one. This one I wrote at, well, what do I want to say? I wrote while if anyone in music production or has heard about like sample challenges before, like everyone gets the same sample and then everyone produces a track using that sample. Kind of just like any beat competition or loop sessions does that a lot. So while I was at the college that I was teaching at, I hosted our own kind of loop session sample challenge kind of vibe. And it started off from this piano improvisation that I did while I was at Laurier. So I did this, I would often go to the practice rooms at Laurier and just kind of improvise and write music on the pianos there. And I had this recording saved on my phone, and I called it Breeze. No reason why, I just needed a name. I thought it felt kind of open and free. Anyways, that piano sample, I don't know if I still have it. Maybe I'll share it later if there's time I can dig for it. From that sample, I sampled it. So I gave it to the students as a challenge, but as I was waiting for the students to do the challenge, as they were working on it, I did the challenge myself, and I sampled myself, so that was really interesting. And yeah, this is kind of what came out of that. This is Breeze. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, that's Breeze, and I just wanted that track, for me, it felt like it's very fun. It's very cute. It's probably the cutest song off the album. And I still wanted something to tie it to some of the past work that I've done, but also still fresh and new. That song specifically, I was very inspired by my roommate I told you earlier, Manu Dia, really talented producer and musician as well. Yeah, I was just like really blown away with his music, and he did this thing. He does this thing a lot, where the bass part is very syncopated, and I straight up used that similar technique in this song as well, and I just really love the sound of it. So shout out to Manu on that one. Yeah, the song I felt like was just very open and free. I think it was the chords. And actually, because of those chords, my sister and I meme on it sometimes, because if you just take those chords without all the production bits, like we had those tracks soloed, it sort of just sounds like inspirational corporate music. But I digress. I think it's still a fun track with all the extra production in it. Yeah. So in the story, because it's kind of a very free song, I wanted a track of just like Red, just kind of exploring around, feeling the sense of freedom, and it's kind of pretty short story and meaning to that. So yeah, that's Breeze. The next song, we're getting to the end of the album. It's a 10-track album, so a couple more to go. This is my song Plan to Be, and I wrote this actually on a live stream. That's kind of where I first started this track. While I was teaching at the college, I sometimes randomly during my off hours at home live streamed, and I was actually trying out some new plugins, so new instruments, software instruments for people who don't know. I was trying out some new instruments, and I was just kind of experimenting with these sounds. One of them being Native Instruments Lores. If you don't know it, all I can say right now is just like it's a really interesting library of sounds. It's the theme of it is kind of evoking ancient music, I guess is the best way to describe it. So just things that sound kind of fantasy, magic, ancient, old ruins sort of vibe. And so that's kind of where the track started with the Lores plugin. The voices that you're going to hear at the start are straight up from the Lores plugin, which I then sample and resample and get a lot of interesting textures out of it. So yeah, that's kind of where the track started, and I'll talk about the story a little bit after. So let's talk into Plan to Be. If I can find it. Yes.
No longer bound to you. I'm not planning away. What do you plan to do? A beautiful black moon haunts you all day. It's hard to see that I was you anyway. I'm an ocean of tears, no longer drowning in your black letters that we used to cry in. I guess I could thank you now that I'm here. We went the distance, nothing to fear. If you know how I tried to let you go, let you go. I can't just let you know, let you know. But the shadows start to fade, and the part of me that you can't stay lays over me in gray. I got nothing left to lose, and I choose to set you free. But we choose who we plan to be.
Yeah, that's planned to be. So this song is interesting in the sense, what the song is about is, I was thinking that they're kind of, you can interpret it in a few different ways. Basically, the song is about, there are these kind of, what I was writing from is like these two personalities inside you, or inside Blue in this case. And one is more filled with kind of just like negativity. They're all really depressed and unhappy with themselves. And the other personality being someone who is a lot more confident with themselves. Someone who's like, holds their head up high, chin up, and really, the song is about this happier, more confident personality speaking to this other personality within one person. And it's like, I can't believe we used to be this negative person who used to be so depressed. And, but despite I guess our disbelief from can't believe that we used to be this person who used to be so depressed, so unhappy with ourselves. They are still a home to come back to. They are still something that they can rely on. Because ultimately, they are still the same person. And if you can also think about it in the way in the story that like, I was kind of thinking about it like Red is this happier person. They can't believe that they were with Blue because of that incident, because of the slap, and but ultimately Blue is still a home to come back to because they are home, they're a family, and they're close partners, right? And so, yeah, that's kind of, I guess, where the song was coming from. I guess just this inner turmoil and just like, you can't let go of your past because it's still you, I guess is just what I'm trying to say. So that's where Plan to Be came from. Let's go into the next song. I realize midnight is coming very close. And yeah, we'll just get to the next few songs. I don't know if we'll do a breakdown still. I guess for anyone still interested, we'll do a breakdown. Maybe we'll do one song. Maybe after the album has come out. Next song is Last May. This song is about, how to describe this? It is straight up just feeling grief from the loss of the other person. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's just straight up just like missing the other person. They're in disbelief from the separation. And yeah, let's just get into that. Yeah, it's just trying to straight up theme of separation and grief. This is Last May.
I can't believe I still hear your voice just calling out my name from last June on blue moons. Even now, sitting in the void, you echo by my side as we resume our old cartoons. I wonder how you're doing in your space as I still wander old paths we retraced. I can't believe sunset whispers are so cold, kept locked away as they fade to yesterday. Even now, you're still smiling in front of dishes that we ate. I look to you, no table for two. It's a life I lead, it's all mine to bleed. You've been fair to me for so long. Hope you know I still care every day how you fare. We don't talk anymore, it feels wrong. Though we agreed to go our own ways, constant reminders of you every day makes me almost wish you would hate me and makes the moving on more easy. I can't believe I still hear your voice just calling out my name from summer haze to snowy days. Even now, your warm smile fills my hollowed heart inside, a joy I crave but cannot stay. Oh.
Yeah, that's Last May, and yeah, it just straight up tackles the theme of grief and through separation. This song, I guess, was coming from, yeah, I had a breakup in my life, and I lost my partner, and yeah, they're really cool, and I still wish for them to be happy. But yeah, we're just no longer together, and I just wanted to write a song about it. It's the only way I know how to talk about my feelings. So yeah, that's kind of where that song was coming from, just like talking about a breakup, but also it fits thematically with the story because the song, or the whole album really, is about these feelings surrounding separation, and grief is one of those feelings as well. And I thought it felt really well with the story, because Red would miss Blue because they are close partners and they're like family, right? So let's get to the last song on the album. This is actually a longer one, so get comfy. It's like 6 minutes. This one, I also want to preface that you might want to turn your... I don't want to jump scare anyone. That's why I'm telling you this. Unless you want to fully experience it, just leave your headphones or whatever playback system the same. This is not music for everyone. This is more of a sort of soundscape sort of texture, and it's really the finale of this album. The song is called Painted Sky, and I wrote this as part of my sound design final while I was in school. And because it's for sound design, it can get a bit more avant-garde, it's a bit wild, but if you haven't picked up already, I really like those really grungy textures to begin with. It's very gritty, and so if you aren't the biggest fan of that kind of music, just turn it down a little bit, just watch out for that. But yeah, this is Painted Sky. I'll let the song speak for itself, and I'll talk more about the story after. Let's load this up. This is the finale, and I guess after this we'll maybe take a few questions. Yeah, because it's coming up to 12 midnights with the official release of the album. So this is Painted Sky. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, that is Painted Sky. That's the full album. Thank you so much for sticking around to listen to that. I'd be super curious to hear what you thought of that one. I know it's the most different track off the album, but I think it's really an experience. I like to think about that one. So if you have any thoughts, just leave them in the chat. Yeah, we're all coming up to midnight, so we'll probably take time for take times for a few questions or Q&A if anyone has any questions about anything. So yeah, drop your questions in the chat. I also want to paste that giveaway link again. Yeah, please sign up for the giveaway. I am literally giving you free stuff if you want. Yeah, just sign up for the giveaway. Had a really cool surprise guest. Let me introduce my sister, Emily.
Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's been. Let me raise the volume because you're not further away. A little more hum. Okay. Yes. Yeah, she's been my biggest collaborator for this project, and this whole album. I have to wear these headphones. This whole album wouldn't be, or rather, the whole album experience wouldn't be possible without you. So I just want to thank you so much for all your help on this. It wouldn't be possible without you.
It's been a long few months, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't know, I recently hired my sister in the summer, and some of the early work that she did was helping me film that film for this some of these shots that you saw, like the car example with the gimbal that I told you earlier about. Yeah, she was on that. It was like one of the very first few things that she did. So yeah, she's been incredible help here. She's insanely talented. So yeah, if you're looking for any motion or graphic work, she's your gal. Yeah, you want to talk about anything about what you thought of the album, or anything you want to say?
It was a long process. I feel like I've been working on this album since like May.
Last May.
Last May.
Nice.
From T-shirt designs to the album designs, to filming, to editing each of the social reels, to animating the social reels, to animating and editing the footage for this trailer, and all of these little music video snippets. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Actually, that's a great point you brought up. That's a great plug. So she designed these T-shirts, but I haven't ordered them yet because I am not sure how much to order. So I have pre-orders open for these T-shirts. Let me pull up that link. Actually, this is since we're coming down to the wire. I am. Let's get the countdown timer going as well. So we got 3 minutes to official release. Let me load up my store. Yeah, so she made these T-shirts that are available for pre-order, and I highly recommend just like if you're interested in getting any of these shirts, placing a pre-order. They come in both black and white. The sizing of the designs might change slightly because of printing, but it's more or less the same design. You killed it with the T-shirt designs. I love them. Yeah, we got this compass T-shirt design. It's got like, oh, can I zoom in here? Okay, the preview isn't the greatest. It's not bad. Yeah, so it's like a compass with digital Voyage in the title. And it's a super sick back design. You want to talk as like a wheel and like a sun.
There's like a compass kind of has a motif of a boat helm.
Okay.
So that's like the middle section. Both Ryan and I are like heavy gamers.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take some motifs of like fantasy RPGs and that type of UI UX, and just have a little fun with it.
Yeah, so if you want, you can pre-order these shirts now. I'm just waiting for a number so I know how much to order. There's also, I know we're coming down to the minute. Real quick, this is another shirt design that she did that has the album cover on the back. And then in the front, it has the outlines, I guess, of the covers of the singles that led up to the album. So it has Past the Sun. It has Elevate, as we already do. This is the outline of it. And then there's also, on the top is the outline for Digital Voyage, the whole album. So I think it looks really cool. It's got this minimalistic kind of look to it. So yeah, all the releases that were tied to this album, and the one on the back too, over there is the album cover. And then lastly is just like a plain album cover on the front, nothing on the back. So yeah, those are the 3 shirts that I have open for pre-order. If you are interested, place a pre-order. Otherwise, yeah, it's coming down to the minute. We've got 30 seconds to launch. Oh my god. Okay. Oh jeez. Let's see, chat. How's it going here? How's chat going? Hey, Melody, good to see ya. Shirts are so nice. All up thanks to her. Okay. Alrighty. And let's count it down, I guess? Yeah?
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay.
Congratulations on the release.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to Elevate. Yeah, hit the countdown. Yes, let's go. I didn't realize they were gonna do their own little animation. I like straight up downloaded some fireworks before the stream. Yeah, ooh, fireworks. Yeah, release. Ooh. Okay. Wow. So yeah, the release is now everywhere. Let me just get rid of this pop-up. Yeah, the fireworks. Yeah, the release is now out on streaming services everywhere. So yeah, you can save the album if you haven't already. If you haven't pre-saved it, go save it, go stream it. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on it. There is a again on the giveaway reminder. Oh my God, Reed, so good to see you. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, it's awesome that you could make it. Thanks Terry, thanks Melody, Chantel. Yes, we made it. Okay. Again, giveaway reminder in the chat. Enter the giveaway. Let me know what your favorite song off the album was. Yeah, and it should be on streaming services everywhere. I'm just gonna check to confirm. Do you want to check to confirm that? Yeah, it should be. Otherwise, we're paying these distribution services for nothing. Okay. Damn, what a ride. I had like so much more planned for this event. Only joined the stream for the last song. Excited to listen to the full thing. Yes, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts, Reed. Yeah, as I was saying, for those who are just joining now, yeah, there's I'm running a giveaway for some free stuff. You can sign up in that link. I'm giving away this keyboard with custom artwork that we did for my song Elevate. It is signed. That's new. Giving away a hat, snapback, reset logo. Giving away a Take Time shirt and a Music Matters shirt. As well as a signed CD of from Take Times. Well, actually, I guess it would be good. We could also give away the new T-shirts. Yeah, they would just get it later though. So I guess if you want a new T-shirt of those new designs that Em made, just pick any of the shirt options, and then I'll correspond with you if you want to pick any of the shirts. Use them as your pajamas. Gonna wear the Music Matters shirt when you donate blood. Nice. Yeah, it is. It's kind of that imagery. Is it on Spotify? Yeah, it's released. Let's go. Nice. Awesome. Well, yeah, I was just saying there was so much more I had planned for tonight. Actually, the stream was gonna start at 9. I was like, I don't know how to talk for 3 hours, so let's make it 10. Yeah, I was gonna break down every single song, and also play the songs on the guitar, but oh, Reed still wears the Take Time shirts regularly. Nice. Yes. Oh, that's so. I remember dropping that off at your place, Reed. Yeah, I'm super happy and glad and thankful that you have the guy. Sorry, I'm just fumbling. I'm a little frazzled because it's finally out. Yeah, just super thankful to anyone who's got merchandise from me, and anyone who's still here listening and who stayed to listen to the whole album with me. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's like such a huge relief off my shoulder getting, I guess, the better part of like my current discography over the past 4 years finally out. So yeah, I guess if anyone has any burning questions, I'd love to hear them in the chat. But yeah, I guess I'll just hang out for a sec if there are any questions before I sign off. Yeah, cool. Melody's wearing the Take Time shirt right now. Awesome. Yes. Do you have a favorite song off the album? Past the Sun is your favorite? Yeah.
I also liked doing the edit for that the best.
Yeah, that was a fun track. Cool.
Do you have a favorite song?
I mean, I wrote all the songs, so I'm a little biased. Again, just plugging the form link again. I'm gonna announce the giveaways winners like live on stream, so just quickly fill it out right now if you're interested in that. Yeah, do I have a favorite song off the album? I would say, oh man, that's tough. Lately, as I was like, when I submitted the album, lately I've been vibing Above. I feel like I like the melody in that. Like, I don't know, it's nice to sing. Don't walk out there alone and stay in the cold, right? I don't know. I feel like the flow of the melody is nice in that. But Past the Sun is good.
That one sticks in my head the most as well.
Yeah, I think you always also say the rap part of Last May gets in your head.
Yeah.
It's a life I lead, it's all mine to believe, and fed in me for so long. Yeah, that gets in your head a lot.
It's like those two songs.
Those two songs? Yeah.
But my personal favorite is still Past the Sun.
Past the Sun. Yeah, I freaking love Past the Sun. And like, man, I thought I would never write anything good after that. But
proved it wrong.
yeah, there's these other songs on the album now. Yeah, and I love them for different reasons. But Past the Sun, I don't know. The form in that is kind of weird. Yeah. Let's see. Should we announce giveaway winners now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've given people enough time to give away stuff. Let me refresh the giveaway link. There aren't that many people, so they could really pick and choose. Okay, we just have 3 entries. That's totally cool. Bro, you still, yep. Mark which items do you want entered in the giveaway. Ooh, okay. Everyone wants the custom launch key. I should have made it so you could pick like one only. Let's see. You want that. You want all of them. And you also want all of them. Okay, so I guess let's get the big one out of the way. The custom launch key. It's between 3 people. So let me just get this on a separate screen so I can see the chat as well in real time. Yeah, 3 people for the custom launch key. I'm just gonna go random number generator. Random number. You should put all of them to get the numbers up. That's funny. Okay. Cool. I guess I could show this on screen. Okay. So I know the order. One is. Actually, I can't share personal information like that. Okay. So I know who is 1, 2, and 3 in my head. So yeah, let's generate. Who's gonna get the custom launch key that is signed with the artwork in 3, 2, 1. It goes to number 1. Okay. Chantel, you are getting my custom launch key. I'll follow up with these details with you later. You can put that aside. Okay, so that's for Chantel. There's a few other things to give away. The shirts. The shirts are for, let me close this. Oh, I also forgot the picture-in-picture. Shirts. There's only 2 people for the shirts. Honestly, I know you 2 personally. I can just probably just reach out to you if you want the same shirt design or if you want any of the new shirt designs. That's totally fair. Yeah, I'll just reach out. I know you 2. Cool. It doesn't look like there are any launch. You don't need a launch key right now, but art looks sick. Thanks. Yeah, we did a good job. We did a good job. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Honestly, there's enough people here for me to just give everyone a piece of gear. So yeah, everyone in the chat, I'm just gonna reach out to you if you want anything. But otherwise, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any burning questions So I guess this is you don't need an MVK either, but it was good. Yeah, cool. Doesn't look like there's any burning questions. So yeah, if you have any other questions, you want to share your thoughts on any of the songs with me, just reach out to me through DMs or through text. And yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in so much. Thank you so much.